Okay. We are live. Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of White Sox Franchise. Just making sure my mic is on. As usual, I will post the timestamp down in the description if you're not watching this live. If you want to go ahead and click that and skip ahead to the actual gameplay instead of hearing me yap. But in the meantime, give me another 30 seconds or so to finish setting up the stream. Okay, I think we are good to go. So, it is April 22nd here in this universe. We are 8-14, so yeah, we are not doing too good. It could be worse, I guess. We're not in last place in the division. The Tigers are half a game behind us, but could be a lot better too. But with this team, my expectations are pretty low. But let's take a look at our team first. We'll look at our offense first. So Josh Rojas, our third baseman, has been our leadoff hitter. Absolutely no pop, no home runs so far in 85 at-bats. If you look at his attributes, he's got 43 power against righties, 30 power against lefties, so very little power. I mean, he is hitting 294 with a 368 on base, so not terrible numbers. Lennon Sosa, 294, 761 OPS. Decent numbers across the board for him. Mike Tauchman, he has one homer on the year from our number 3 hitter. 291 average, 378 on base, 770 OPS, so not bad. Luis Robert, he's actually having a really good season. 4 homers here in the early going. He's got 3 stolen bases too. 304, 375, 506 slash line, good for an 881 OPS. He's off to a good start. Andrew Benintendi, off to kind of a sluggish start. Does have 3 home runs, which isn't bad here in the early going. But he's only hitting 198 with a 261 on base and a 619 OPS. Andrew Vaughn, he's got a couple homers in 22 games. 250 average, 315 on base, a 690 OPS. Pretty underwhelming. Colson Montgomery, our rookie shortstop, he's been kind of underwhelming in the early going. He's actually going to be platooning now with Brooks Baldwin, who hasn't really done much in his limited action either. Austin Slater, he has been terrible. Matt Theis, he's actually swinging a pretty hot bat. 304 average, 396 on base, 787 OPS. We looked at Brooks Baldwin. Corey Lee, not great numbers. Michael A. Taylor, horrible numbers offensively, but he's ultimately on this team for his speed and defense. And Dominic Fletcher, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this guy because this guy's ass. I mean, he's a 27-year-old. He's not going to magically get better. And, like, the only thing he's good at is fielding. I mean, he's not fast. He's an outfielder. He's a center fielder by trade. But I'm not putting someone with 40 speed out there in center field. So, yeah, this team is bad. And even, like, our guys who are doing decent, I'd be much more comfortable if the guys like Josh Rojas, Mike Tauchman, even Lennon Sosa, if these guys were having the seasons they were having in the early going in like a platoon role. And then, of course, a bunch of these other guys are playing horrendously. Luis Robert Jr. is the only one who's really playing good in this lineup, I would say, offensively. But let's take a look at our pitching rotation. Much better results. Bryce Wilson, so far, in 5 games, does have a win. He's 1-0. 2.42 ERA, 134 whips a little high, but 30 punch-outs to just 5 walks. He's been very good. Again, small sample size. Davis Martin, 3.51 ERA, a sub-1 whip, 25 strikeouts, just 6 walks, so he's not having a bad start to the year despite the 0-2 record. Jonathan Cannon, not great. 4 games started. 6.75 ERA and a whip of over 1.5. Drew Thorpe. Yikes, 8.27 ERA, 1.78 whip. And Martin Perez, 6.75 ERA, 2.13 whip. Same number of strikeouts as walks. Yeah, that's not good. Jake Eater, our inning eater. Jake Eater, the inning eater. That's going to be his nickname. Yeah, sub 5 ERA, just below 5, and a 1.29 whip. Not exactly great. Tyler Gilbert, one of our lefties out of the bullpen. 2.38 ERA, 1.24 whip, 6 punch-outs to just 2 walks. Jared Schuster, another lefty out of the bullpen. 7.94 ERA and a 2.21 whip. Gus Varland, a righty out of the bullpen. Actually doing really well. 1.76 ERA, 1.04 whip, 16 punch-outs to 5 walks. Shane Smith, an ERA of 0. He's yet to allow an earned run in 8 2/3 innings. Not impressive strikeout and walk numbers, however. Cam Boozer, 0.63 ERA and a 1.12 whip. 15 punch-outs to just 2 walks. Justin Anderson, 7.36 ERA and a whip of 2. 12 punch-outs to 9 walks. And Penn Murphy. He's got 4 saves on the year. Hasn't blown any yet. But he's only thrown 5 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts to 1 walk. So these are all pretty small samples. Our pitching's actually doing all right, obviously with some obvious exceptions. Yeah, this is going to be a tough team to rebuild, as I've alluded to before. There's not really a whole lot of value here. There's also not really a ton of young, upcoming talent. This farm system isn't all that impressive. If we take a look at, I'm going to just take a look at our AAA lineups real quick. I mean, none of these numbers, I mean, Nick Maton is doing pretty well in AAA. Actually, he's doing really well. He's playing shortstop, but I could use him as another outfielder. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. We are going to make a roster move right now. Yeah, Dominic Fletcher. I'm sorry, I can't have a center fielder with 40 speed on this team. Get ready to learn AAA, buddy. And was Nick Maton. He's a shortstop by trade. He's not on the 40-man? Why are these, like... Not that Nick Maton is, like, this star, but... Why are some of these guys that have been around for a couple years not on the 40-man? Who do I have on the 40-man right now? There's got to be someone on the 40-man who does not play for us. Yeah, sure. Remove from the 40-man. Yep, you can go to outright waivers. Don't really care. Add to the 40-man. Move to MLB. Thank you very much. Okay. So, we're about to jump into this 3-game series against the Minnesota Twins. So in the last stream, we played a 3-game set against the Detroit Tigers. We took 1 out of the 3 games, dropping 2 out of the 3. We did all the pitching and quick managed the hitting in the last stream. So this stream, I'm going to reverse it, and I'm going to do all the hitting and quick manage the pitching. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Play the full game. Yeah, sure, we'll wear our blacks. Quick counts will be on. Jonathan Cannon on the bump. Does anyone desperately need a day off? You know what? I kind of want to put Nick... Is it Nick Maton or Nick Maton? He can play some second base, right? You know, I'm going to put him in for Lennon Sosa, give him a day off. We are left-handed heavy at the top of the order now. I think I'm going to bump Robert up. Sure, Tauchman can hit 4th. Yeah, let's do something like that.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins.
Okay, storylines. Yeah, let's talk about Andrew Benintendi.
Coming into this one is the tough stretch for one of their key players. He just can't seem to get it going at the plate recently, Chris.
Well, I think it's time to switch it up, Boog. He's due for a major breakout, and hopefully he can shake it off and get back to his old self today.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound in this one, Bailey Ober. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's coming off a season
where Josh Rojas to lead things off. Bailey Ober on the mound. Four-seam, circle change, cutter, slider, and curveball.
That level, and it just tells you how nasty is
way out in front of that changeup. 1 and 2.
On the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets.
And that's a ground ball up the middle, and that's through the hole for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single for Josh Rojas to begin things here in Game 1.
Nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much.
Now here's Nick Maton.
Now a chance for Nick Maton.
Maton, pronounced Maton.
1-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 balls in the dirt.
And that pitch is in the dirt, but no advantage.
Rojas aboard here at first with nobody out.
And that's going to be rolled over to first. It's a fair ball. They throw to second. He's safe there and safe at first. So that is going to be an E3, and we have the first 2 men aboard here. And now here's Luis Robert, bumped up to the number 3 spot for today's game. 1-1 count. And that is shot the other way into right. And that is going to fall and one-hop the wall. And we got logjam on the base paths. Oh, come on, man. And now we have a runner out.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
But we do have men in scoring position with 1 out for Mike Tauchman.
Ball, that's inside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 2-2 And now it's
and the count's now full.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
And that's shot the other way. Caught by the left fielder. We're going to try to score. And the throw of the plate is not going to be in time. So it's a sac fly for Mike Tauchman. And we are on the board 1-0. So 2 out, runner on second for Andrew Vaughn. And that's smoked left field, back at the wall, and that's going to one-hop the wall. That's going to push another runner across as Robert scores, and Andrew Vaughn is into second with a leadoff double. 2-0 White Sox.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about.
And now here's Andrew Benintendi down in the 6th hole, and he smokes that one, but foul.
Right on top of it.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
That shot the other way, but foul.
Still 1-2.
And a swing and a miss. But we do push across 2 runs in the first and go into the bottom of the first with a 2-0 lead.
Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Jonathan Cannon.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results.
All right, we'll go ahead and quick manage the pitching here, rather. Jonathan Cannon has not been good this year. He allows a leadoff single, followed by a stolen base, fly out, a line out by Carlos Correa, and a fly out by Royce Lewis. So no real damage done in the bottom of the first. Austin Slater to lead things off in the second. And that is smoked. Left center field, that is going to be a gapper. And that's going to go to the wall on a couple of hops. And it's a leadoff double for Austin Slater.
Colson Montgomery.
There's Colson Montgomery, rookie shortstop. He could use a hit here, and that's not a hit. That's a terrible swing and a miss. And that shot the other way, but foul.
Slater at second with nobody out. The shortstop
inside 2-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. That misses.
Full count now.
3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul
goes to his knees, but keeps the AB alive.
Pitch of the at-bat due next.
And that's in there for strike three. One away.
Matt Theis comes up to hit here.
Matt Theis, our catcher, now at the plate. As the 2-2 is upstairs. Ball 3. Full count.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there.
And that is roped into right field, but caught by the right fielder. We're going to try to tag and head to third. The throw in is going to be offline.
Safe at third.
So we do move the runner over with 2 out here. And here's Josh Rojas. Got caught in that pickle back in the first. Did start things off with a single, though. And that is a ground ball, and that's through the second baseman. A runner will score. We're now up 3-0. And that is ruled an E4.
Nick Maton, the next to hit.
How can I view the... I want to view their defense. It used to be R3. But that is no longer the case here. Anyways, I'll figure it out as I swing at an ugly high fastball.
Anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
And a swing and a miss at the changeup. 4 out, number 3, but we are up 3-0 through 1.5.
We head to the bottom.
We go ahead and quick sim or quick manage the bottom of the second. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We will take that. And now here's Luis Robert.
Luis Robert Jr.
Hit that double and caused a traffic jam on the bases his last time up.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
And Robert smokes that the other way. Will it stay fair? No.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way
Full
the
count.
game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep.
And that is ball 4 on a pitch that barely missed. So Robert draws the leadoff walk. Here's Mike Tauchman. Hit that sac fly back in the first.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's off the inside corner. 3-2 now.
Full count. We're going to send Robert in motion. And that's shot into left center. That's going to be put away by Buxton. We're going to have to hurry up and get back to first. The throw down to first. And it's awfully close, but safe. It looks like the fielder was off the bag.
The number 3 overall pick.
Now here's Andrew Vaughn. RBI double in his last appearance.
Robert leads off first with one away.
We're going to send Robert in motion again.
Runner on the go. Stays alive.
We will not be going in motion this time.
That's ball two. Squirts away
As that pitch is in the dirt. Nice stop by Jeffers, the catcher, though. 2-2 now.
Man at first, one away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just
Counts now full. We're going to send Robert in motion again.
Runner on the go again. Foul. We'll see.
And this is a long AB for Andrew Vaughn. I think we started off with a 1-1 count, so this is the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And that is in there for strike 3. Borderline pitch. Goes the pitcher's way, though. 2 away for Andrew Benintendi.
2 outs. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 2 balls and a strike. Ball, that's out. Chris with that distraction.
3-1 now.
And a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great
And
spot
that's in there for ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So
2 men on,
we'll see
2 men out.
they let him go.
Here's Austin Slater.
2 on, 2 outs.
And that's shot into center. Back goes Buxton. He puts it away for out number 3. That'll do it for the top of the 3rd. We leave a couple men stranded, still 3-0.
Back in Minnesota, here's Trevor Larnach.
As we quick manage the bottom of the 3rd. That's another 1-2-3 inning for Jonathan Cannon. So it's still 3-0. Colson Montgomery, the rookie shortstop.
Climb the ladder with that fastball.
He's got 1-2 count. He struck out in his first plate appearance.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and
that's shot the other way to left.
Towards left field. Makes the catch.
That's put away for out number 1, and that's going to do it for Bailey Ober. Aberson Castellano comes into the game. And the first hitter he'll face is Matt Theis, our catcher. And the 1-1 pitch is on the outside corner, 1-2 now.
And they'll do it again. And a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's a swing and a miss. 2 away.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So the batting order turns over. And now Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas at the plate now. Back to the top of our order. 1 for 2 on the day. Got a single and he grounded out. Or actually, he reached on an error his last time up. That's how we scored our 3rd run. It's 1-2 now.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's a chopper in front of the plate. Jeffers picks up in fair territory and takes care of business. And we go 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th, but we're still up 3-0.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Down the number 2 hitter, Jose Miranda.
I'll go ahead and quick manage the pitching. We allow a leadoff single to Miranda. Carlos Correa strikes out. Royce Lewis also strikes out. And Matt Wallner also strikes out. So we strike out the side despite the leadoff single.
Now it's the second baseman, Nick Maton.
Nick Maton, 0 for 2 in his debut of 2025. And that is roped into right center. Buxton on the run, puts it away though. So despite the 105 mile an hour exit velocity, nothing to show there from Maton. Here's Luis Robert. Has a double and a walk.
That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And that changeup at the knees for strike 2. And that's hit hard to the second baseman for out number 2.
Robert for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Mike Tauchman digs in now. Next offering.
Mike Tauchman takes strike 2.
Two outs. Got it.
And that's in there for strike 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. We're halfway through regulation. Still 3-0.
Target field. Here's Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time.
All right, we'll go ahead and quick manage here.
3.
A strikeout, a flyout, a walk, and a caught stealing. Okay, we'll take that.
Top 6. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Top of the 6th, Andrew Vaughn at the plate now. Has an RBI double in the game.
Next offering is down low.
You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 3-1. He swings and fouls one off.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And that slider misses upstairs, so it's a leadoff walk for Andrew Vaughn. Here's Andrew Benintendi. He's also walked in this game.
That's outside.
That changeup's outside, 2-1.
Fastball for a strike.
2-2. And that is hit hard up and through the middle for a base hit. Vaughn will stop at second as we go station to station. 2 men on, no one out.
Just kept it simple. Played
for Austin Slater.
Infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just
1 for 2 on the day.
Now it's going to be Austin Slater.
That changeup misses down and away.
Right here,
2-1.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one's in there.
That's a strike. 2-2. And that pitch is in the dirt, and it gets away from Jeffers. And everyone's going to advance 1 base. So now we got men in scoring position. No one out. And a 3-2 count to Austin Slater. And that's going to be ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the
so the bases are loaded now, but now there is a force at every base. And here's Colson Montgomery, the rookie shortstop. He's due to break out in a big way here. 2-1 count. And a swing and a miss at a fastball up and out of the strike zone. 2-2.
Mindset is just try to get outs, 1 hitter at a time.
And that's hit a ton. Deep center field. Caught by Buxton. Runners are going to tag and try to advance. One runner will score. Benintendi down to third. And it's a sac fly for Colson Montgomery. And it's now 4-0. So now here's Matt Theis, our catcher, 0 for 2 on the day.
The slider,
misses inside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That's at the knees, 4 strike 2.
First, less than 2 outs. Some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get
and a swing and a miss at a low slider, 2 away.
And let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Now back to the top of our order, Josh Rojas, 1 for 3 on the day. That's shot the other way, but foul. 1-2 now. And a check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, according to the third base umpire.
And no swing, says Joe McDonald.
2-2 now. And that is roped into center field. Buxton's been pretty busy out there. And he puts that one away for out number 3. Rojas gave it a ride, but has nothing to show for it. But we do push across another run. It's 4-0 after 5.5.
And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien.
Jonathan Cannon's cruising, but his stamina is getting a little low. I'll see if I can get 3 more batters out of him. Fly out, a single, and a 2-base error. I think we're going to pitch around Correa. We walk him. Okay, yep, we're going to have a pitching change here. Who do I want to put in? It's the bottom of the 6th. I mean, it's pretty slim pickings. Shane Smith's yet to allow an earned run. Sac fly. Okay, we'll take that. RBI single. So now it's 4-2. And then a line out. So the Twins do chip away at the deficit. It's now 4-2.
He's averaging more than 1.
Our lead is cut in half.
This season, and that's not where you want to be.
Now here's Nick Maton. Danny Colomé into the game.
Check swing, called strike.
Got cutter, a sinker, a slurve, 12-6, and a 4-seam. And that's a swing and a miss. 4 out, number 1. Now here's Luis Robert. And that's a hard chopper over to first. But Miranda takes care of that. 4 out, number 2.
2 down, bases empty. Mike Tauchman getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
I'm just trying to figure out how I can look at the Twins defense. And that's a line drive. And the right fielder can't hold on to it.
And that keeps the inning going.
Good effort, plays a 2-out single for Mike Tauchman.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Next to hit, Andrew Vaughn.
Now here's Andrew Vaughn.
Next offering is fouled back.
RBI double earlier in the game.
Next pitch inside, and the count's even at 2. Tauchman off of first with 2 away.
And a check swing, but we went away.
That's a strikeout.
I earned a trophy for that. Oh, 7th inning stretch time. It's still 4-2. I think I'm going to put a new arm on the bump here. You know, I'm going to put Cam Boozer in. Gets a line out, a pop out, a double. And another pop out. So it's still 4-2 after 7. Cole Sands comes into the game now for the Twins.
Keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Benintendi to start it.
There's Andrew Benintendi. He singled his last time up.
And that's downstairs and outside. And that one,
That's a close pitch, but 3-2 now.
Three-two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
And a swing and a miss at the cutter, one away.
He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
There's Austin Slater.
Outside, and that's ball 2.
Full count.
And that's ball
And that's a
4.
walk.
Tried another splitter, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what.
One man on, one man out for Colson Montgomery. Hit a sac fly his last time up. And this time he goes down swinging, 2 away. We had an unfavorable 1-2 count to start things off. And we get another one here with Matt Thice. And a swing and a miss. So we end up striking out the side. So it's still 4-2. We are going to go ahead and put a new arm on the bump. Let's get Gus Varland in there. Having a good young season. Gets a ground out, another ground out, and another ground out. So 1-2-3 bomb of the 8th. We now enter the 9th with a 2-run lead. Would love to extend that lead.
Looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And we start with the top of our order, Josh Rojas, 1 for 4 on the day. He singled and reached on an error.
Here's a 1-1. And that clips the inside corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Ball 2. That one missed.
And that hits him right in the kneecap. Ooh, that hurts me just looking at it, and this is a video game.
Steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Here's Nick Maton. His first game of the 2025 season has not been a good one. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts.
Next pitch, not
he watches that one at his eyes, 2-1.
Gets his lead at first with nobody out.
That's chopped foul, 2-2 now. And that's a high pop-up, shallow center field. Buxton coming in, and he puts it away for out number 1. So Maton, 0 for 5 on the day.
So man aboard.
So 1 on, 1 out for Luis Robert. He has a double and a walk in the game. That sweeper is in there, 1-2 now. And we chase that sweeper outside of the strike zone, 2 away.
And up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman.
Now here's Mike Tauchman. He's got a 1-2 count. Tauchman has singled, hit a sac fly. And he goes down swinging, so a lot of swing and miss from our team offensively today, but we do head into the last of the 9th with a 4-2 lead. And we are going to bring Penn Murphy, our closer, into the game to try and slam the door. looking for his 5th save of the year. He faces the 5-6-7 hitters, starting off with Matt Wallner, who grounds out Byron Buxton. Doubles, Ryan Jeffers. Also doubles, but Buxton's thrown out at the plate. So they're down to their last out. It's Trevor Larnach, and he flies out, and that's your ball game. The White Sox win 4-2.
If you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Into the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current.
Okay, so taking a look at the box score. I mean, we got off to a fast start. We scored 3 runs in the first 2 innings, but we're only able to scrape across 1 run in the remaining 7 innings, but that was enough to hold on to the victory. Nick Maton had a really rough game. I see he had an error, and he also went 0 for 5 at the plate with a pair of strikeouts. Jonathan Cannon, he's had a pretty rough season so far, but a very strong outing today, 5 1/3. 1 run allowed off 3 hits, 5 punch-outs, 2 walks, and our bullpen through, 3 2/3 innings of scoreless ball. Not a lot of swing and miss. We only had 5 strikeouts the whole game, but you know what? Never apologize for winning. Go ahead and advance today. I do not care about the minors right now. I will pay more attention to the minors as the season goes along, or during the duration of this franchise, I should say, but right now I just don't care. Respectfully, I don't care. We're going to wear our traditional roads this time. Drew Thorpe's going to be on the mound for us. Is there anyone who needs a day off? Austin Slater looks like he could probably use a day off. You know, we're going to get Nick Maton some more ABs. And we are pretty left-handed heavy here. I'm going to get Colson Montgomery a day off, too. Let's give Brooks Baldwin a chance. I mean, we are still pretty left-handed heavy, but whatever, we'll deal with it.
From Target Field in Minneapolis, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. Big storyline.
Talk about Drew Thorpe.
Recent struggles of today's starter just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boog, just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone. Can't overthink it. Needs to just trust his...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Okay.
Just about to get underway.
David Festa on the bump for the Minnesota Twins. Festa.
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire.
And here we go. Josh Rojas set to lead things off.
He's going to have success.
Had a solid game 1. Only a 3-pitch pitcher is Festa, 4-seam slider and a changeup. And that is smoked, but foul. 1-2 now.
And the right-hander deals.
And that was an ugly swing and a miss at the slider. And there's the first out of the game.
To the plate.
Lennon Sosa at the plate now. It's a 3-2 count. If you're having game 1 off, he goes down looking. 2 away.
2 outs, base is empty.
And now here's Mike Tauchman.
For Chicago, Mike Tauchman. That one close.
That's a ball. That's in like the same location as the pitch they Rang Sosa up on. And that is shot the other way, down the left field line, but foul.
And that is a foul ball.
2-2 now. And that's shot the other way, and that's through the hole for a base hit. So Mike Tauchman has himself
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
a 2-out single.
But he put a great swing on it, right on time, good balanced approach.
Now here's Luis Robert.
It through the infield.
Luis Robert now.
He takes that one upstairs, 2-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
It's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
That 2-2 is going to be inside, so it's 3-2 now. 2 outs. Tauchman will be off on the pitch.
A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And that is shot the other way, but caught by the first baseman.
And that is out number 3.
And that's how the first comes to an end. Can't do anything with the Tauchman 2-out single. Scoreless heading into the bottom of the first.
And we're back. And on the hill.
Drew Thorpe's on the mound.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone?
We'll go ahead and quick manage the pitching. Drew Thorpe really needs a good outing. He gets a pop out to start things off, followed by a fly out. He walks Carlos Correa, then allows a double, some men in scoring position, 2 out for Byron Buxton, but he grounds out, so skid around trouble in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Andrew Benintendi.
And the slider just misses. Vesta with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. A little out front.
And out in front of that slider. 2-2.
Rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in.
And a swing and a miss at that fastball. That's the first out of the second.
That's a strikeout.
Now here's Andrew Vaughn.
The next to hit. So a foul ball makes
Foul the other way. 1-2 now.
Fastball is outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Up and in.
Full count now.
And now 3-2.
And that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Correa. 2 away.
He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still.
Now here's Nick Maton.
For the Sox, Nick Maton.
0 for 5 in game 1. And that's shot the other way in the left. But it looks like that's going to be put away for out number 3. And we go 1-2-3 in the top of the second, still scoreless.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
We'll go ahead and quick manage here. And we allow a leadoff homer to Ryan Jeffers, and we're down 1-0. Now the master baiter is at the plate. Harrison Bader flies out. Eduardo Julien strikes out. And another solo homer, this time by Lee, and it's 2-0.
On to the 3rd inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin.
Now here's Brooks Baldwin. Spends a lot of time on the bench. He's starting in place of Colson Montgomery today, who's off to an ice-cold start. Here's the 1-2. And I don't know why I swung at that. 4 punch-outs in the early going for Festa. Here's Matt Theis. Behind on that fastball at 96.
The pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's going to be a ground ball over to second.
To first,
2 up, 2 down.
Two batters retired here in the top of the third. Back to
the top of our order with Josh Rojas. That's a fly ball into center field. Buxton coming in. He puts it away 4 out number 3. So we go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the third. Still 2-0.
Back in target field.
How many pitches is sort that? 42 pitches through 2 innings. We're not going to take him out right now, obviously. But he allows a leadoff single to Miranda and an RBI double to Carlos Correa, so it's 3-0 now. A fly out, a walk, a RBI double, but a runner got thrown out. It's 4-0 now. Now it's 5-0. He's getting absolutely hit around. This is going to be his last hitter, I think. Gets into a fielder's choice. That's going to do it for Drew Thorpe. 3 pretty underwhelming innings. And it is 5-0. Lennon Sosa at the plate now.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Outside corner.
And we go down looking again.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Has our only hit in the ball game.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missing inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that is smoked, but foul.
1 down, base is empty.
And that's going to be chopped over to the second baseman, Julien.
Over to first.
2 outs.
Luis Robert Jr.
And there's Luis Robert.
Well, he's doing a nice job
1-2 count with 2 outs.
Out of the air, lets the defense work behind.
That's a high fly ball in the right.
Walner.
And the right fielder will put it away for out number 3. We head into the bottom of the 4th. It's still 5-0.
Back in Minnesota, ready to go.
And Drew Thorpe's going to be done for the day. Go ahead and quick manage. But we're going to bring in Jake Eater, the innings eater. And he allows a solo homer to Jose Miranda, so now it's 6-0. I'm just hoping he can eat like 3 innings, at the very least. So we're down 6-0 now, through 4. Andrew Benintendi to lead things off.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite
and we're behind the 96-mile-an-hour heater, 2-2.
And it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That shot foul.
You know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And a swing and a miss at the low changeup, 1 away. 6 punch-outs for Festa. Here's Andrew Vaughn. Still only have 1 hit as a team. He's hung some fat pitches, but we're out in front of them. And a swing and a miss at the slider. 7 punch-outs for Festa. Here's Nick Maton.
Steps to the plate for the White Sox. And
behind the fastball at 94.
From 5 shutout innings.
And that's going to be grounded over to Julien at second. And he puts it away for out number 3. We go 1, 2, 3, and we're halfway through regulation. 6-0, Minnesota. We'll go ahead and quick manage the bottom of the 5th. Buxton grounds out. Jeffers doubles. Harrison Bader, the masturbator, pops out. Julien grounds out, so we avoid any real damage in the bottom of the 5th. As Simeon Woods Richardson comes into the game, Festa is out of the game, allowing just 1 hit in 5 shutout innings, punching out 7. And I don't think he walked anyone.
Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Brooks Baldwin to lead things off, and he fouls that one at the plate. And that shot the other way, but foul again.
And a good eye there.
Just slow, 2-2.
With 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup. Full count, 3-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him looking.
Are you kidding me?
Did not like the call.
Angel Hernandez behind the plate?
Comes up to hit. Matt Theis. 1 out, bases
Matt
empty.
Theis at the plate now with 1 away after that bullshit strike 3 call. We're already losing 6-0. You can't catch us a break? It's not even
2 now.
it's not even cutting us a break.
And
That was literally a ball.
2 balls.
The umpire scorecard is not going to like that call. Of course, the MLB does not discipline umpires as I swing at a pitch that was never a strike. 2 away.
Josh Rojas.
Back to the top of our order, Josh Rojas. We still only have 1 hit as a team. It was a 2-out single in the first for Mike Tauchman.
Swing and a miss. There's
We're out in front of that
This
changeup,
guy
2-2.
plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different
And that's a swing and a miss. Add a pitch in the dirt. 3 straight strikeouts.
in plenty of time to first.
Still
and it's a
6-0.
1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Brooks Lee.
All right, we'll go ahead and quick manage. Jake Eater, I'm hoping to get 1 more inning out of him at least. And he gets a 1-2-3 inning.
Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
So here's Lennon Sosa to lead things off in the top of the 7th.
The Philly Fanatic, still the
That's
best
on the outside
mascot.
corner.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael
And that's a
Jack
ground
Schmidt,
ball
500.
towards the middle. A diving stop by Correa. The throw from his knees, and he got him.
Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. The Twins up big in this one.
There's Mike
They're the
Tauchman,
top half
has
of
our
inning
only hit
number
in the ball
7.
game. A single back in the first,
Ground ball to
and
middle,
now he's
that's
got
a
another
base
one.
hit.
So we have 2 hits in the ball game, and they're both by Mike Tauchman, both singles.
Once you get
We'll
the
see if
ball
we
by the
can
pitcher, there's a
rally
lot of
back
base
from
hits
down
up the
6-0.
middle, even on ground balls. So
Here's
a nice
Luis
job to
Robert.
use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox, and that's down and away.
2 balls. 1 strike.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah,
2-2 now.
Willie McGee, one of the greatest
Shut up,
of
what's
all
up, man?
time, in my opinion. Not
He
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me.
And a swing and a miss by Robert.
I used to look
2
out
away.
of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San
You must
Francisco
hate the White
Giants.
Sox right now. Actually, no, I hate the Red Sox more than I hate the White Sox for how they're
2
playing.
outs. On
That's
the
going to be a ground ball, a diving stop by the first baseman. He flips it to the pitcher
Gets it
recovering.
there in time, though, and they do get the
And
third
that's
out
how
of
the
inning.
7th inning comes to an end. Stretch time here from Target Field. Still 6-0. How's my day? My day's going all right. Pretty uneventful. It snowed up in New England today. Absolutely disgusting.
Here's Carlos.
All right, we'll go ahead and quick manage. I'm going to get a new pitcher on. Jake Eater's done enough, I think. Who do I want to put in? Sure, Shane Smith, why don't you come in? Strikes out Carlos Correa, gets a fly out. Single by Byron Buxton, another single. The masturbator pops out to end the 7th. It's still 6-0.
Target field. We go to the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn at the plate now. Running out of time to do something here in Game 2.
And there's a foul ball.
Have a good night. Good luck. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it as always.
Next
You as
pitch
well.
is downstairs. And
That's a
breaking ball
close
misses
pitch, but just
outside.
outside. 3-2. And that's shot the other way into right. But right to the right fielder for out number 1. There's Nick Maton, still looking for his first hit this season after getting called up. We're behind that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
5th strikeout on the hill. So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin.
Here's Brooks Baldwin. 2 away.
The next pitch
Brooks Baldwin actually hit a walk-off today against the Boston Red Sox in real life.
At this point, got to attack hitters, even if you
Unfortunately, in this MLB The Show universe, he can't hit anything.
That's ball 4.
But he can draw some walks.
Missed the spot.
Pretty easy
A 2-out walk.
Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Matt Theis, our catcher. They are not even holding us. We're going to just take the free base, unless this pitch is out over the plate. Which it was, so we will ground out to second base instead.
Tosses to first, and that is that.
So we have not scored through eight innings. Go ahead and quick manage. We'll put a new arm on the mound. Who do I want? Yeah, sure, Schuster. Come in. We're losing 6-0. It can get worse, but how much worse can it really get? All right. We need a touchdown here in the top of the 9th.
Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas to lead things off. And it's a ground ball to second base. He's been busy.
Now
1 away.
Lenny Sosa.
Here's Lenny Sosa. 0 for 3 on the day. Everyone not named Mike Tauchman does not have a hit in the ball game. Tauchman has 2. And Sosa changes that. And that's going to be our first extra base hit of the ball game. As Sosa is in with a 1-out double. Don't call it a comeback.
Came together for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive.
There's Mike Tauchman. He has 2 hits in the game, 2 for 3.
Into getting a result like that at the plate doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And the batter now, Mike Tauchman. Sosa, the runner at second with 1 away.
And a swing and a miss at the slider. 2-2.
Point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider.
And that's a ground ball over to Royce Lewis at third. He throws on to first without breaking his arm somehow.
So it's their last chance
2 away.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luis Robert.
So we're down to our final out. Luis Robert.
Second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
And we're down to our final strike. 1-2 to Robert.
Wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
The White Sox down to their final strike.
And Robert smokes that one to center. Buxton on the run, puts it away, and that's your ball game. Robert put some good wood on that, but we end up losing 6-0 your final score here in game 2.
It's first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Okay, yeah, you're not going to win a lot of games when you get 3 hits in the ball game. You're also not going to win a lot of games if you score 0 runs. You're also not going to win a lot of games if your starting pitcher only lasts 3 innings, allowing 5 earned off 8 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Our bullpen did pretty well. 5 innings of relief, 1 earned run. But, yeah, we win game 1 of the series. We drop game 2. Game 3 will decide the series. We'll play that right now. Martin Perez on the hill. Does anyone need a day off? No one desperately needs one, I think. I'm going to give Matt Theis a day off. We'll put Corey Lee into the game. Don't care. We don't have better options. Yeah, this is the worst team I think I've ever played as in MLB The Show. I mean, this team has...
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're
they
with
suck
us.
everywhere.
MLB
Like,
The Show has
normally,
action
like,
out
you'll
of
see
the
some bad
AL
teams. Like, when I
Central.
rebuilt the
It's
Nationals,
Chicago White
they
Sox
sucked, but at
taking
least,
on
like, they had
Minnesota
some fast
Twins.
guys or some, like, good guys on defense. What do we want to talk about here? Yeah, we'll just talk about the series.
This is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape.
But yeah, this team, not only can this team not hit or pitch, we have no speed. Our defense is terrible. The farm system isn't great. This is going to be a tough turnaround, but yeah, this is what I signed up for.
At you right after the break.
I'm excited to see what the future holds for this shitty team.
All right, just about set to go.
Chris Paddock's on the mound for the Twins. Not great numbers. That doesn't matter. He'll probably strike us out like 12 times.
Definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat.
Josh Rojas to lead things off. Pretty solid game one. Not a good game two. As no one on our team really had a good game two as he fouls that one away. 1-2. Paddock features a four-seam, a changeup, a slider, and a curveball.
Next offering
That's a
is
close pitch, but downstairs. 2-2.
Especially with 2 strikes.
That one
And a
misses.
close
Full
pitch,
count
almost
now.
hit him. Full count. And that's hit hard into center. But Byron Buxton is right there to put it away. We've hit a lot of hard balls right to him.
That's where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there.
Now here's Lennon Sosa. He hit a ninth inning double in game two. Did not play in game one as he swings and misses. At that changeup, 1-2.
Out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
And he goes down looking. Filthy slider from Paddock that time, 2 away.
2 down, bases empty.
Now here's Mike Tauchman. The only guy who showed up in game 2 of the series had 2 of our team's 3 hits as he dribbles that one over to second. And we will go 1-2-3 in the top of the first.
Back here with my pal Siggy, and today's starting pitcher,
Martin Perez on the bump for us. We go ahead and quick manage. Faces Willie Castro to lead things off. He grounds out the masturbator. Singles. Carlos Correa hits into a fielder's choice. And Royce Lewis hits a 2-run homer, and the Twins are up 2-0 after 1.
Second inning set to go. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Luis Robert Jr.
Here's Luis Robert to lead things off in the second. That's inside, 2-1. Robert had a pretty good game 1 of the series, and him, like almost everyone, had a rough game 2.
There's a strike.
As it's now 2-2. That's upstairs. Full count now. And that's shot the other way, but foul. And a swing and miss at the changeup, 1 away.
The string of a changeup. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
And there's Andrew Benintendi.
1 down, base is empty.
That's grounded foul. Benintendi, same sort of deal as Robert. Had a nice game in game 1. Not so nice game in game 2. He fouls that one away.
Here comes a pitch.
And that's a high pop-up.
Lewis.
Royce Lewis onto the outfield grass, puts it away for out number 2. Here's Andrew Vaughn. And him, like most people in the lineup who have played both games of the series, good game 1, bad game 2. But he's got 3-1 count here. And we hack and miss at a borderline pitch. Probably not the best decision. Full count, 2 outs.
Very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that's a line drive, but caught by the second baseman. Vaughn puts some pretty good wood on it, but has nothing to show for it as we go 1-2-3 in the top of the second, and still 2-0 Twins.
Back at Target Field, here's Byron Buxton. Singing, you gotta appreciate a guy who's...
We'll go ahead and quick manage. We allow a leadoff single to Buxton, followed by a walk. Christian Vasquez hits into a double play, and we get out of the second inning. No real damage done.
Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery did not have that good of a game one. Hit a sac fly. That's about the only notable thing he did. Did not play in game two. So that rookie shortstop really needs to get things going here. And that's shot the other way in the left.
Bader should have it.
But Harrison Bader is under it and puts it away for out number one.
Austin Slater stands in.
Austin Slater at the plate. Did not play in game two. Had a pretty solid game one, though. Just needed a day off, though.
Makes it 1-2.
And that's going to be a ground ball through the middle for a base hit. So Austin Slater has our first hit of the ball game. And it's a one-out single here in the top of the third.
Right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. So impressive that he didn't.
Now there's Corey Lee getting the start behind the dish today.
Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Comes up empty.
Way out in front of that curveball, 2-2. That's in the dirt. Camera kind of lagged there for a second. No advantage for Slater there. Full count. You know what? We're gonna send Slater in motion. We don't score a lot of runs. We need to do something. And that's a perfectly executed hit and run. Wasn't necessarily my intention, as that's a hell of a throw down to third, but Slater is in there on the hit and run.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there.
So now back to the top of our order with Josh Rojas. Why did I swing at that?
Strike two.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out.
That's a high fly ball.
That's out to
Shallow-ish center. Buxton is under it. There's the catch. We're going to try to tag. The throw is going to be offline. And it's a one-run game. Thanks to the sac fly by Rojas. And Corey Lee ends up advancing down to second.
Here in the third and final game of the series.
Out in front of that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And it's a high pop-up.
Foul territory for the catcher. And Vasquez able to pull it down. And that'll do it.
So that's going to do it for the top of the third. We do get one run back.
For the bottom of the third.
It's 2-1 here. We'll go ahead and quick manage. Get a ground out, a strikeout, a single, and a flyout. So no real damage done in the bottom of the third. Still 2-1 after three. Mike Tauchman to lead things off.
And now the count.
Swing and a miss.
1-2 after the swing and a miss.
1-2. 2-2.
That's going to be a chopper over to second.
Gets it to first. And
one away.
On to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert.
Here's Luis Robert. The 1-2 count.
Outside with a breaking ball. Just misses.
Full count now.
And it's a full count.
And a swing and a miss to the slider, 2 away.
And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Andrew Benintendi steps up.
There's Andrew Benintendi.
Sox down to run. That one misses, and it's 2-2.
That's chopped,
To
but
first,
foul.
and that goes foul.
Do it again.
That misses. And the
Close
count's full.
pitch, but it's called a ball.
White
Full
Sox
count
down to
now.
run. And down on strikes he
But that's
goes.
called a strike.
And good work there as he gets
Froze
it.
me.
1-2-3.
1-2-3, top of the fourth. Still down 2-1.
Back in Minnesota.
Perez's pitch
Down
count. He's
some-
only at 44 through 3. That's not terrible. Okay, a fly out there, a ground out, a single, and a fielder's choice. So it's still 2-1 after 4.
Back at Target Field, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn to lead things off in the top of the 5th.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Feels like almost every
And a check swing, but that's in there anyways.
2-2.
2-2.
Different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
Fouled away. We'll do it again. And that's going to be a ground ball, but that's through the middle for a base hit. So Andrew Vaughn with a leadoff single here in the top of the 5th.
And now Colson Montgomery.
Now here's Colson Montgomery. He's due.
One thing that stands out is the rookie's ability to generate doubles. It's early, but he's already collected a few extra base hits this season.
And a swing and a miss. 1 away.
Now 5 strikeouts for him on the
5th
mound.
punch out for Chris Paddock.
Next for Chicago, Austin Slater.
Now here's Austin Slater. He's got a base hit in the game.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
Well, a couple
1-2 now.
fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And now 2-2.
Full
Man,
count.
the first one away.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Foul that one away. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss with the slider. 2 away. 6 punch outs for Paddock now, and that's going to do it. As they turn it over to Cole Sands. Andrew Vaughn on first. Here's Corey Lee. Had that nice hit and run single. And this time he hits it hard, but right at Correa at short. He goes the short way to second base. And we do nothing with Andrew Vaughn's leadoff single, and we're halfway through regulation. Still 2-1.
Now it's the
See if we can sneak some more out of Martin Perez. Gets a fly out, a single, and a double play. That's probably going to do it for him. 5 innings of 2-run ball. I'll take that from our number 5 starter.
Here's the third baseman.
Here's Josh Rojas. Rojas hit a sac fly to drive in our only run. His last time up. And a swing and a miss. One in Sosa.
1 out, base is empty.
Swing and a miss at the slurve. 1-2.
Do it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that's hit hard into left field. And that is going to get down and one hop the wall. Sosa's going to try to hustle into second. And the throw is going to be offline, and it's a one-out double for Lenyn Sosa. His second double of the series, and the tying run is in scoring position for Mike Tauchman. The only guy who's been consistently swinging the bat in each of the first 2 games of the series, but he's looking for his first hit in Game 3.
Mike Tauchman off the mark there, and now 3-1.
But it's 3-1 right now. And that's hit hard, but right to the second baseman. And the throw is going to take him off the bag, but he recovers. Tauchman doesn't run that well down the line. It does advance the runner down to third, but there's 2 away now for Luis Robert.
Make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
The delivery to Robert just missed.
And Robert with a high pop-up. Foul territory. And that is going to do it for the top of the 6th. We waste another opportunity. Lenyn Sosa had a one-out double, but we leave him stranded at third. Still 2-1. We're going to go ahead and quick manage. Martin Perez is going to be done after 5. Let's go ahead and put Gus Varland in. Face 3-4-5 hitters. Gets a ground out of Correa, strikeout of Royce Lewis. Wallner doubles. Byron Buxton walks. Julien hits a 2-run double, and it's now 4-1. Yeah, I'm going to take Varland out of the game. You couldn't get it done. Who do I want to put in? Let's put Schuster in. And he gets a ground out, so we're now down by 3.
Down for the Twins, Danny Coulombe.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes.
Got some work to do. Andrew Benintendi to lead things off in the top of the 7th. And a nasty cutter there.
At the plate, Andrew Vaughn.
1 out. Here's Andrew Vaughn. Singled his last time up. Got 3-1 count.
And a big swing and a miss.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
That's ball 4. So Vaughn is aboard for the second time today. He's got a 1-out walk, and here's Colson Montgomery, who currently cannot buy a hit.
And now before the 1-2, time is
I think we are going to... I think we're going to pinch hit for him. We don't exactly have good options. You know what? We're going to leave him in. He's a rookie. Got to get through these growing pains.
Here's a 1-2.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not.
Appeal down to third.
2-2.
Vaughn leads off first with 1 away. Swings through.
He went around that time, though. Cutters. Filthy.
Johan Duran on the pitch here.
Johan Duran's coming into the game.
Steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Interesting. He's their closer. I don't know what he's doing here in the 7th.
The 1-1
That shot the other way, but foul. 101 on that fastball. I was going to say he gets it up to 102.
The top half of inning number 7.
And it's a swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt, but gets away from the catcher. He throws down to first and can't get Slater, so we advance on a strikeout in the dirt.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Corey Lee.
There's Corey Lee.
Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Fouled the 100-mile-an-hour heater off. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. It's a 101-mile-an-hour heater. And it's 7th inning stretch time. We're still down 4-1.
And we're back, set for the last half of the seventh. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee.
Go ahead and quick manage here. Well, a leadoff single, a strikeout. We're going to go ahead and take Schuster out of the game. Let's put Anderson in. Another single and a double play to get out of it, so no real damage done.
Ready to begin the eighth. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
So back to the top of our order, Josh Rojas. He's driven in our only run with a sac fly.
If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should
Duran stays out there. And that's shot through the middle for a base hit.
So a runner aboard to
Got some work to do here in the top of the eighth, down 3, but that's a good start. Leadoff single by Josh Rojas.
You're so much more likely to get something.
Now here's Lennon Sosa. He doubled his last time up.
Stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now here is Lennon Sosa.
And a filthy curveball for out number 1. And now here's Mike Tauchman. Hit one hard, but right to the second baseman his last time up.
Definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, get a lockdown.
And that's a high fly ball, left center field. Back goes Buxton at the track, and he puts it away in front of the wall. So Tauchman hits it hard again, but has nothing to show for it. 2 down. And Duran's out, and here comes Griffin Jacks. I don't know if there's any Twins fans watching this, but is Griffin Jacks the Twins closer now? Because I could have sworn it was Duran. But he was just in the game for the 7th and part of the 8th.
And now it's Luis Robert. Rojas.
And here's Luis Robert.
2 down to the inning.
And that's a check swing we ended up going.
2 outs.
2-2 now.
2-2.
And it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here.
3-2, 2 outs. Rojas will be off on the pitch.
So something in the gap should definitely score it.
Why did I swing at that? That was so ugly. So we do nothing with the leadoff single, and it's still 4-1.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
All right. Quick manage. I think I'm going to get Anderson out of the game. Let's put Shane Smith in. We allow a solo homer to Byron Buxton. So now it's a 4-run game.
We go to the ninth. Now it's the DH, Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi to lead things off. He's 0 for 3. Has not had a good series, has not had a good season overall. And Benintendi cranks that one into right field, no doubt about it. And it's now 5-2.
And they cut into the lead. It's 5-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Brock Stewart gets handed the rock out of the pen.
So a new pitcher coming in for the Twins, Brock Stewart. So we knocked their closer out of the game, who came in the 8th for some reason. It's not unheard of for a closer to come in the 8th, but not usually when your pitching's kind of dominating us. Andrew Vaughn to lead things off.
And a big
swing and miss with the sweeper, 1-2.
2.
And a swing and a miss at the sweeper, one away.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. One out, bases.
Here's Colson Montgomery, one.
Here at the top of the ninth.
Here's a rookie shortstop trying to make his way at the major league level, and a lot of people think he's going to be a great player. Scouts certainly love him.
That shot the other way, but foul.
2-2.
It's not easy jumping up a level, even if you're a top prospect. The speed of the game is much faster in the majors, and on top of that, now he gets to face the best pitchers in the world. Go get him, kid.
Got him.
And that's in there, 2 away.
So 2 down now.
Sinker dropped into the zone, and here's Austin Slater. 1 for 3 on the day. He scored 1 of our 2 runs. We're down to our final out. And we've had some ugly swings and misses.
The White Sox down to their final strike.
And a swing and a miss. And we drop game 3. 5-2 your final score.
Using 6 pitchers in this ball game.
We lose 2 out of 3 to the Minnesota Twins.
The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
All right, taking a look at the box score. I mean, Lennon Sosa had a double. Andrew Benintendi went deep in the 9th. Martin Perez, catches the L, but not a terrible day for him on the mound. 5 innings, 2 earned, 6 hits, only 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Bullpen got knocked around a little bit. But yeah, we dropped 2 out of 3 to the Twins after we dropped 2 out of 3 to the Tigers in the last stream, and I believe we are 9-15, I want to say our record is now. We're 9-16, and we are actually in last place in the AL Central now. Not totally unexpected. I mean, this is a bad baseball team. What do you want me to say? But yeah, we're 9-16, but that's going to do it for today's stream. Next White Sox stream will be next Saturday. I'm going to keep doing the pattern of doing all the hitting in a 3-game series and all the pitching. So next stream I will be doing all the pitching. Which series it's going to be, I'm not sure. Could be as early as this Houston series. Maybe this Kansas City series. Yeah, that's a 4-game series actually. Maybe this Miami series. Potentially even Cincinnati. So yeah, I'd say whatever series we do next is probably either going to be against Houston, Miami, or Cincinnati. But yeah, that is all I got. Commanders franchise will be live tomorrow night at some point. I'll post an update on my channel as far as specific times, what time the stream will be live. But yeah, this franchise is going to be a lot of work. This team's so bad. But again, I'm excited to rebuild them. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time.